Y'all, don't let those influencers lie to you. Hey everybody, we're back. If you're new, thanks for joining us. I'm Shannon. That's Coco. Click that subscribe button, please. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. Okay, y'all, today we are going to be talking about this. Y'all, I don't want to go on a rant. Okay, so let's just jump into it. Last night, my husband placed an in-store pickup order for all of this. I actually only wanted 3 of the items. He did get the brush and the setting powder, which I did not want. I've looked at the brush. I already have, y'all know, if you've seen other videos of mine, you know I have way too many brushes. So I didn't want the brush. I don't need the brush. And the brush is $28, so 30 bucks after you pay taxes and everything. It is a do-it-all brush. So setting powders, foundation, liquid foundation, powder foundation, creams, it does do it all. But I literally have a huge thing of brushes over here, and I have a drawer full of brushes. So I'm going to definitely return this. I don't want to open it. I want them to be able to resell that to somebody. And then the setting powder, I already have setting powders that I like, my go-to, that stay in the drawer. I'm not going to use this. This retails for $34, and I actually have this and a backup, and this one is full, and my Milk Makeup one is full. You can find the Milk Makeup at TJ Maxx. So for $34, you know, I don't need it. The packaging is nice. It has almost like a leather feel to it. I don't know if you can tell that it's got a leather kind of texture to it, but it's nice. And then this is what it looks like. It's just a translucent setting powder, but I just honestly don't need it. I find it kind of odd that this didn't have a plastic cover or a plastic sheet over the top of it. That's kind of odd. I'm not going to swatch it because it should show up like nothing anyway, but also I want them to be able to resell this because I'm taking that back too. Now, the one thing I will say, I'm like, okay, I like this. It is the highlighter. This retails for $32. Now, you can go to TJ, y'all know I'm TJ Maxx fan. You can find a ton of highlighters at TJ Maxx for clearly a lot cheaper than this. But this is a lot of product, and y'all know I am a highlighter fanatic. I love all highlighters. I'll link my highlighter collection below. This highlighter has a nice sheen to it, like a dewy glow. It's not too strong. I didn't use any other highlighters, and y'all know normally I would use I like highlighters. I will use a liquid or a cream, and I will top it with a powder because it needs to be set with another highlighter. So it has a gold pearl to it. It does say it's infused with shea butter, a limited edition shimmer highlighter. Get that lit from within glow, gluten-free, blah, blah, blah. I like the highlighter. I like the highlighter. I will definitely, this is going into the highlighter drawer. The packaging here is cute too. You know, I'm not mad at it, but this is a lot of product. And it gives a nice, it's subtle. It gives a very subtle glow. Let's get into this palette. This is the palette that I used today. And y'all, I'm just like, what the freak? Like, what the freak, Urban Decay? Come on. These, I'm telling you, okay, I'm gonna rant for a second. I get that influencers and YouTubers want to be on the PR list for brands. I want to be on the PR list for Urban Decay. I would love that. If you just go check your mailbox and there's a huge frickin' box from Urban Decay, yes, I want that. But not at the expense of lying to everybody, because I watched all the videos and they're like, this is great. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Obviously, I need to buy this. So what happened was I dove in with this shade here. This brown shade is called Love to the Nines. It's also hard to read the names of the shades. I dove in with this brown shade. I went all over the lid and I thought, wow, it's a little underwhelming. I kind of expected more. I used a good brush that I know picks up the product well. Okay, whatever. Then I looked at the palette for a while and I'm like, jump out of the box. Okay, don't go with this safe shade, which is called... I can't even tell you because the glitter is like covering, I can't even tell you, okay? I go with the blue shade here that's called the Artist. And I put it on the crease and the outer corners and I'm like, okay, where's the product? It's not building up, it's not building up. I keep going in and I'm using another brush that I can vouch for. I can say this brush picks up product. I like this brush. This is the best that it got, okay? And I'm just like, Urban Decay, I'm just like, Urban Decay, what have y'all been doing? Because that whole Decades collection, bought that, did a review on it, returned it, did not. I was so unimpressed. The Naked Wild West palette, I kept that because I have all the Naked palettes back there. But if I didn't collect, I would have returned that. I don't remember if it was the quality or if it was just the color story. I know for sure it was the color story, but I was not impressed in general by that palette. So I feel like Urban Decay is falling off somewhere. That diamond, the one that had like the rock shapes, was not impressed with that either. I returned that. I was just like, for the price, I expect a little bit more than what they're giving us, okay? This palette is $55 before tax. So depending on where you live, we're talking, you know, close to 60 bucks for this palette. Let's swatch it because I feel like the YouTubers that I watch, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not like the ones that I watched today. The ones that I watched today, they had swatches and they're pigmented and they look good. And I'm like, did you put primers or something? Like, how did you get it to look that good? Because I could not. Before I start rambling, let me just tell y'all, this is the shade that I used on my lid here. And I actually did like that when I applied it with my finger. Y'all know normally I would like to use a gold, but I didn't. I wanted to try something new. I liked this, but it's not, the brown was barely there, that bluish midnight type of shade. Let's swatch it, let's swatch it. We'll just start with the top row. You have a matte, the one that I used on my lid. You have some golds, a yellow gold and a regular gold. This gold actually feels really nice. Okay, let's go. Okay, that's showing up okay. That's showing up okay. That's showing up okay. That's showing up pretty well too. Now I look like a liar, okay? Let's go with that last one. That last one is the brown. Okay, this is what those shades look like. It shows up better when I use my finger, but when I use the brush, did not show up at all. When I applied the one on my lid with my finger, it showed up much better than the brush. Let's swatch. I really want to see how the swatch for that blue is going to turn out. I wanted to stick with this one because I felt like this is my safe shade, so I did not use it. It feels good. I don't know. I'm feeling conflicted because I hated the palette and swatching it I don't. This purple has gold flecks in it, which I like. It's called Groove Potential, I think. I don't like the way the packaging is here. This is the blue that I was not really happy with. Let's swatch them. A little powdery. Okay, so it's showing up. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the brush, though. I have one more shade. This is called Something Dark, maybe. Maybe it's called Something Dark. I don't know. This shade here. Okay, so this is what that bottom row looks like. Let's try to use a brush. I want to show y'all how it looks when you use a brush. Okay, this is the brush that I used to apply that darker shade. This is a Morphe Coca-Cola collab brush. I like this brush. I did a review on the whole collection and I liked it. This is the brush I used. I'm going to show y'all. The holding this feels weird to me, but I don't want to blind y'all with the camera and the light and the mirror. Okay, so I put it on there, right? Put it on there. Okay, so you see the difference with the brush. This is the brush. This is the actual swatch. There's such a big difference. This is just, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't love it. I love the packaging is really cool, although it's kind of like this weird cardboard. If you're a makeup collector, this would look nice on a shelf. In general, I don't love it. I'm not impressed by this. I will not grab for it. The swatches look amazing. So that kind of just threw me off right there because I didn't swatch it before I started the video. And I already had it in my mind. I did not like this palette. The swatches do look really good, but using the brush, I just feel like it doesn't give me what I want it to give me. It doesn't, and especially not for $55. Let's go ahead and jump into this purple palette. Okay, y'all, before we jump into the next palette, this is the lipstick of the day. Y'all guess the name of it. Guess the name of it. I'll give you a couple minutes. I'll give you a couple seconds, not minutes. That would be crazy. This one's from Bite, and the shade name is the Shopping with Shannon. If you didn't know, we do have 2 channels. That's our other channel. I will link it below. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this purple palette. Also, very, very cute packaging. Uh-oh. Upside down. Okay, here we go. Also very, very cute packaging, especially if you love the color purple. If you want to put this on display, this is cute. But although I do like purple, this color story just does not really scream to me. I like the other color story better than this. I'm not a blue. Maybe it's the blues that's throwing me off. If it was something different than blue in there, then maybe I'd be like, okay, cool. But the blues are not my thing. Let's go ahead and swatch the top row. So with this one, you can actually read the names, which is nice. With the other one, I could not read the names at all. These are the first 4. We have one more on the top row. I don't know. I'm feeling so conflicted because the swatches are pretty. I just honestly, I don't know if I feel like the value is there for 60 bucks. And it's because the blues. I'm not going to use the blues. I might play with the purples, but I'm not going to ever use the blues. Okay, so that's the top row right there. And I'm not mad at it. I want to try it with a brush. I want to try it with a trusted brush and see how it works. Let's go with this purple. It's called Funkin' Roll. Let's just see how that looks. Okay. Now I'm not feeling as stupid as I was just feeling a second ago. Like, you can barely see it with this brush, and I actually really love this brush. Okay, let's dip back in there again with this brush. I know this is a good brush. I know this brush picks up the powder. Okay, this is what it looks like. Honestly, I feel like with a brush, these just don't look good. And I'm using trusted brushes, you know, brushes that I know, like, these are my go-tos, these work. And it's not giving me the payoff that I want. Okay, let's go in with the second row. I do like this. It's raspberry burnt. So this is really, really pretty. Yeah, raspberry burnt. These shades are beautiful. It's the 2 blues that are throwing me off because I don't like, when I think of blue eyeshadow, I think of the Drew Carey Show and Mimi. Not that it's like if you want to wear blue, cool, like wear blue, but it's just, that's not really my thing. They're beautiful. I am so freaking conflicted right now, y'all. And then here's the last shade. It's a shimmery metallic type of blue. Okay, and that's what those look like. So, I don't know. I have one more brush that's a tried and true. Let me find it. If y'all have seen my videos, you know I love this e.l.f. C brush. This is one of my favorites. It picks up the powder amazingly. Let's try it with, let's go with this purple here. This is DMSR. Sit down, Coco. Okay. This picks up the stuff, okay? Y'all, look. Look. Where's it at? Let's dip it again. I mean, I'm getting it on the brush. You see it, right? Look. It's just not, look at it. It's just not picking it up that well. I don't know. I don't know. Swatching it, I'm like, okay. And when I saw the other YouTubers swatching it, I'm like, oh, okay, that looks good, right? Like, that's, you know, when I started using it, I was just like, what the freaker? Like, this is not cool. That's not cool. I feel like I want to give this a chance, but I'm just not loving it. Clean this brush up. Let's go in with this white right here. You see it on there, right? Okay. Y'all, where's it at? Okay.
Oh, that purple.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna do this, okay? I'm gonna take this Cara palette. I'm gonna go in with this shade here, kind of similar. This is significantly cheaper, this palette. This is an $8 palette. Okay.
What is that for? Hello?
So you see the difference there, right? Like, this one, you can see it a little bit better. And this is from an $8 palette versus a $60 palette. It's not significantly better. It's not like, you know, whoa, there's a massive difference. But there's a clear difference. This one shows up better than this one does. And this is a cheap one. I don't know, y'all. I'm not going to tell y'all not to buy these. I do like the highlighter. I think the highlighter is pretty. The packaging is nice. The box is nice. You get a lot of product here. The rest of the stuff, I'm gonna have my husband take it back to the store because it's well over $100, like $170 something, just roughly doing the math. It's $170-ish. That's not worth, to me, it is not worth it. I'm not I'm not a fan. And I am an Urban Decay fan, and I am not a fan of this. So this will definitely, y'all don't shoot the messenger, okay? Just my personal opinion. I'm not keeping these, so I don't want to sway y'all either way. But for me, this is a thumbs down. I feel like I expect more from Urban Decay. I just expect more. I don't know, especially at this price point. This is not a naked palette. You know, for a naked palette, okay, 55 bucks. But this isn't, I don't know. I'm not. Let's just end this now, y'all. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, click the bell, and all those good things. Bye.